Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of AC Unity. We are on our way in the first mission, more or less, of the game. On our way to that big indicator over there. Let's see, I was out of it for a short while. What do we have here? This is the map with icons, and here we are still in memory 2. Yeah, we already completed one. An urgent message has arrived for an absent Monsieur de la Serre. Track him down and deliver it post haste. Find the lower gallery. Anywho, we have to go there. We are still at the very start of the game, so once we get to Paris, I'm pretty sure I can disable that super annoying green icon, because it is totally ruining the immersion, if you ask me, at least. And here we go. Press Y to use eagle vision and locate guards around you. I really want to minimize the use of eagle vision, because I find it more or less a cheat mode, so to say. I can see the law myself. Any officials, police, or whatever they are, guards. It's also a bit annoying, is the closer you get to guards, their saturation of their uniform is totally fine. It's like the same as any other citizen. But the farther they are, for instance the guy over there, near the carriage, or the guys all near the gates, the saturation is way bumped up of the guards, and that is probably so that if you are sprinting through the city, that you can more easily identify guards. But by the way, I'm probably talking really loud because the volume is super loud on my headset. Hardly hear myself. But so that is probably to help the player see the guards when zipping through the city, but I really dislike that mechanic. Keep it just like those dudes who are standing there, the three over there. That's fine. You can still recognize them by their heads as being police, instead of making them like almost fleshy, I don't know what, flashy commercial signs, so to say. It totally rips any immersion or realism to have a certain class of NPC suddenly have like... There's a dude over there, yeah.
You wanna fight me?
Oh shit, there's one over here as well. But to suddenly have like one class of NPCs have like changing the saturation of their uniform depending on how far they are. That is just stupid. Stupid mechanic in my book. Like now he's normal, but the further you get like over here, and now suddenly he lights up. It's just a bit retarded. But I am making probably way too much out of nothing. Right, I think normally we were supposed to go through this window. There's actually a chest over there. Let's get that chest. I remember that from playtesting. I mean, every little bit helps. Thank you very much. By the way, why did that interact button pop up? God damn it. this is going totally wrong shit. Because I made a wrong input. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there was like this button prompt on that chest, like press B. It should not be there, but I've disabled all the HUD elements and button prompts. But whatever. Let's see if it pops up over here as well. Yes. That's a shame. I hate those button prompts. Right, we are looking for Monsieur Dessert. And by the way, let's quickly read up on where we are, because I think that we are actually in Parliament or something. Encyclopedia, locations, palaces, Palais de Versailles. No, that's the first where we were in the prologue. We can read it just as well. Originally a hunting lodge built for Louis XIII, the Palace of Versailles was expanded into one of the largest palaces in the world and the seat of the French monarchy under the reign of his successor Louis XIV. That's Louis XIV. It's, I think, one of the famous French emperors or monarchs. The royal family abandoned the palace for the Tuileries in Paris at the outset of the French Revolution. After the king's arrest, Versailles, along with all royal possessions, was confiscated and sealed. The furnishings were sold at auction in 1793, and in 1794 it was turned into a museum. Odd, they got rid of everything in it and then they turned it into a museum. What were people supposed to look at? Small signs saying a fancy chair used to be here? That's a good point. Despite the various restorations, empires and revolutions that followed, Versailles would never again be a center of political power. Interesting little tidbits. Alright, but we are looking... Yeah, this is where we are now, I think. Hotel de Menu Plaisir. Built at the command of Louis XV to house the organization responsible for preparing royal ceremonies and festivals, the Hotel de Menu Plaisir in Versailles is most famous as the site of the Estates General in 1789. That's where we are now, yes. The Estate General. I thought that was maybe that it meant like the Parliament or something, but apparently it's something else. During the Revolution it served variously as a courthouse, barracks and bread distribution center. Much of the historic building was destroyed in 1800 when the property was sold to a private citizen. Today the site is home to the Centre de Baroque Musique de Versailles. So it's a center of Baroque music in Versailles. Alright, then, so we read our first one. Let's also do one or two characters, otherwise they really add up and then I have to read a lot all at once later on. So it's better to spread it out a bit in tiny sizes. Arno, Victor Dorian. Yes, that's Arno. Born to Charles and Marie Dorian in 1768, Arno appears to have spent most of his early childhood traveling around Europe and North Africa with his father, his mother having left after what was described as a philosophical difference. Philosophical difference here can be taken to mean found out her husband killed people for political reasons. I imagine she was very keen to consciously uncouple from that guy as quickly as possible. Arno drops out of the historical record until the mid-1780s. Alright, we are now in 1789, yes. When his name comes up in several dispatches... One sec. So he's born in 68. And he actually never is in the records after his birth, I guess, until the mid-1780s, when his name comes up in several dispatches from the Marshalsea in and around Versailles. Fragmented records identify him as a prisoner in the Bastille in 1789, but he was not among the prisoners liberated when the fortress was stormed. The only other direct references to an Arno Dorian are in the journals of Napoleon, in entries dated August 1792. Ah, is Napoleon after the revolution? Alright. October 1795 and May 1808. I'm still working to dig up more details on Arno's relationship to Napoleon. Suffice to say they had an interesting friendship, in the way that a philosophical difference can be interesting. Alright, let's do one more. Or let's just do them all. But where is Elise, by the way? Don't we have Elise as well? Third estate. We will do that one later. Alright. Esquier de Floriac. I think this is the guy from the prologue. A co-prior of the convent of Montfaucon, Esquier has been imprisoned at the same time as a renegade Templar. Esquier and this unnamed Templar confided in each other, whereupon the Templar allegedly revealed a great many vices and misdeeds within the order. Upon the strength of this evidence, the order of the poor knights of the Temple of Solomon, the Knights Templar, were rounded up and destroyed. Alright. Now this is a bad guy, I guess. This is one of the bad guys. I think this is one of the guys who did that nightly raid in the previous episode. But I'm also making it a small learning moment. What the hell is a co-prior? Co-prior meaning. That's what it says, right? A co-prior. Doesn't even give results. 1 second. Nope, I only get co or prior. That's weird. Co-prior. Alright, I will check that out later on. Now we will go to Francois de la Serre. That's the guardian or the boss of Arno. Little information about Francois de la Serre survives. A minor nobleman, he kept an estate in Versailles and a smaller house in Paris, and was known to be a close confidant of the king and of Mirabeau. His wife Julie died sometime around 1777, and de la Serre was left to raise his daughter Elise on his own. Ah, so this is the father of Elise. That's nice to know. Jacques de Molay, the guy from the prologue. Jacques de Molay was born between 1245 and 1250. Now, that's a long labor. Is this guy, when was this? There's no dates for this guy. But here it is mentioned that he was like instrumental in providing evidence to round up the Knights Templar. And at the end of the prologue, I think when the Jacques de Molay was burned at the stake, they said that the Knights Templars, I think, were disbanded. Or were like, how do you call it? Rounded up. Destroyed. So I think that this guy was also from the prologue, although there is no real date over here. But anyway, Jacques de Molay is from the 13th century. He was born, no doubt, in Molay, Haute-Saône. He was received into the Order of the Templars at the Beaune House in 1265. After the fall of Acre, a general chapter meeting of the order met in Cyprus in September 1291. He was elected Grand Master on April 20, 1292, and led the Templars to the height of power. Under his influence, the course of European history would change for the better. In 1307, Philip IV of France and Pope Clement V concocted a scheme to destroy the Templar order. King Philip, deep in debt to the order, trumped up largely unsubstantiated charges of heresy and blasphemy against the Malay and his followers. On October 13th, coordinated raids ended with the arrest of nearly every Templar in France. On May 2nd, 1312, the Pope officially dissolved the order and gifted all of its assets to the Knights Hospitalier. In March of 1314, so that is 7 years after the scheme to frame the Templars, Jacques de Molay was burned at the stake. With him died one of the great civilizing forces of Western Europe. This is indeed what was in the prologue. It said like he was captured in a nightly raid, and then 7 years later it said that he was burned at the stake. So that's true. 1307 and 1314 he ended up at in the flames. In 2001, researchers at the Vatican's secret archives uncovered a document written in 1308 by Pope Clement, which absolved Jacques de Molay of all charges. How the parchment was lost remains a mystery, though I think we can agree it didn't lose itself. Alright, interesting little lore. Ah, there is Elise. So where is... probably we first have to meet Elise. Alright, let's find Monsieur de la Serre. What was his name again? François de la Serre.
Restons-en là. Service, les incrats. Chose l'excès des conseillers dans l'enfer. Je vais faire cette partie.
Je n'ai pas balancé à rétablir un usage dont le royaume peut tirer une nouvelle force.
I need to get down.
À la nation, une nouvelle
Articulé, cher ami.
l'index de l'État, les aliments.
What the hell do I get in there? Oh, he smacked him.
Restons-en là.
That was pretty funny. I was not expecting that.
Sans quoi il sera trop tard.
He smacked him
Mais il s'agit de votre frère. Cela a
pretty
tendance à
hard.
paralyser. Et moi, j'ai besoin d'être patient.
Like proud
Où je me trouve complètement
roosters.
Il ne reste ni rien ni personne. Si nous les laissons faire, ce pays sera catastrophe.
Just waiting actually till one of them
J'ai réfléchi, oui, ils sont capables.
gives another jab.
Nous n'avons encore rien vu, je le crains, mon ami. Mais c'est ce que je n'ai plus à vous dire. Eh bien, il fallait dire plus tôt. Je n'ai pas arrêté de vous le répéter.
It's really pretty elaborate animations they have.
Soit, restons-en là. C'était un magnifique moment. J'adorais ce cheval. Nous avons dû le sensiblement changer. Même chez nous, nos domestiques nous ont abandonnés les uns après les autres.
Alright. Dish out the jab. Or the haymaker. Alright. Nothing happening. Probably we were to get down to the other side, I guess.
Ordonné dans les dépenses des retranchements considérables.
Where the devil
Yes.
are they?
Présenterai encore à cet égard. Mais malgré la ressource que peut offrir l'économie
Not
la plus
these two
sévère,
again. Must have tailed me from
je
the
crains,
estate.
messieurs, de ne pouvoir pas soulager mes sujets aussi promptement que je le désirais.
Rien ni personne, nous n'avons encore rien vu.
Je ferai mettre sous vos yeux la situation exacte des finances.
By the way, let's quickly check out. I already checked it out in the crest footage earlier.
Que vous me proposerez les moyens les plus efficaces
Of course, maybe any viewers out there haven't seen it yet, but it's a beautiful, again, check out all the detail over here. It's easy to miss. They really didn't need to do it this elaborate, but they did, and that's why I like this game. It's just the amount of authenticity is pretty staggering.
Les esprits sont dans l'agitation. Mais une assemblée des représentants de la nation n'écoutera sans doute que les conseils, la sagesse et de la prudence.
This is probably also historically accurate. This is State General, where they were like debating about the future of the Republic or something. With all the relevant stakeholders like the clergy and the noblemen. And in the end, the shit hit the fan and the powder keg exploded. Check out the reflections in that wall. I mean, it all looks really good. But yeah, the powder keg exploded and the revolution broke out.
Another king? A council of capable men?
That is the question, isn't it?
A truce, then.
What the devil was that about? Now, we can resolve this without recourse to violence, can't we? Get him, Hugo! I suppose not.
Alright, little sword fighting tutorial.
Get him, Hugo!
He looks pretty messed up. Also, indeed, the blood in this game.
Easy, big fella.
Alright. I don't think I can really counter him. I can try. It doesn't really work. Nope. So, that are the brutes. You can only dodge roll. God damn it. Holy shit.
Let's see you.
I think they cannot. Oh, they cannot block. Bigger one.
Think you can steal from me?
Oh.
Hand over the watch!
Sword fighting is pretty
Let's
fun
see
in
what
this
you've
game.
got, boy!
It's more slow
rich
than
old man
other
beside you
games,
now.
but it feels more visceral.
Not your day, is it, Victor? To your health, gentlemen.
You, boy! So! What are you doing there?
Running!
Now what? Guards in blue are the police. If you attack or kill anyone in their line of sight, they will...
He's getting away!
See you later, dudes. Ah, there's like a collectible up there. Let's get it. Really have to watch out because they can shoot you. That's what I mean. Right, but I should be good here, right? Alright, I'm gonna take a chance. Woo! Right, can I get out of here? Yes. Woohoo!
We're getting back in there now.
Become anonymous.
Catch them back at home,
We're
I suppose.
Right, memory complete. Very nice. And now finally, alright, free running, close. Hold right trigger to sprint and automatically jump. Hold right trigger plus A to jump higher and farther. Hold right trigger plus B to execute a controlled descent. Alright. What was I saying? Oh yeah, finally the big ass green icon, objective marker, has disappeared. So now they will only appear, I guess, once I select a mission. So I don't need to select it, I will just only click on it once I'm very close. So that way, during the normal course of just going about the world, there will not be any objective markers spoiling the screen. I will also be collecting chests, maybe a bit boring. On the other hand, often they are guarded and they are like little mini puzzles. So yeah, I am going to try to pick some of them up, not only for the money, but also for the... my aim is not really to do like 100% completion, but I really do want to get... I don't want to rush through this game, so to say, because I do think it's a special game. So I am first going to clear these chests. And then probably that will take the rest of this episode. So if you don't like seeing chest hunting, then in the next episode I will continue with the primary mission. But first, let's get that chest. It's apparently... That's the annoying thing. You can... This is Arno, but you cannot see his direction of view. He can be looking... This icon is always in the same position, like it is now. Orientation. So that makes it quite hard to figure out where, in which direction from Arno this chest is. Is it behind him? Is it in front of him? I have no idea. But let's use the building as a reference. So it is near... Yeah, that is the landscape side of things. And it is near the city side. So then it would be over there. Yes, and there you indeed see guys in red. They also have those annoying, just like police. Maybe I'm gonna see if there's a mod to disable it, but they have that annoying attribute that their attire becomes more saturated, more visible the further you are from them, so that you can easily distinguish them from regular NPCs. But I find it totally unimmersive. It almost looks cartoony. Instead of just having... I can see red trousers. I can recognize those even without oversaturation. But maybe that's just me. Anyways, they are mostly often guarding stuff. But I don't really feel like immediately going into a fight. I do hear the chest already. Because, don't ask me how, but chests apparently give up the sound. So it really also is a bit of a mini puzzle, these chests. I would expect the chest to be where those dudes are, but I don't see anything. Ah, there it is. There it is. Alright, so then probably I will have to fight these dudes. That can be easier said than done.
Don't run off! I'm a good guy! Good at smashing, ripping, tearing, and the odd amputation!
Holy shit. Alright, I'm just going to try and take it and...
He'll kill himself. Hey! You want me to find a nice convenient lamppost to hit you up on? Where do you think you're going, maggot? You obviously don't give a damn, which is good, because I don't give a damn.
Alright, that worked. I don't want to get into a fight of 3 to 1 because it's actually quite hard. Fighting, like, not leveled at all. Right, that worked. Let's check out the next one. This is, what is it called? A cockade. Alright. Let's go for this one. So, let's down the road to the right and then the big building to the left in the middle. Where is that? I think that would be over there. Big building in the middle, that would be this one. Actually a bit more to the right. This would be it, I guess. Yes, and then yeah, it's up there in a room somewhere, I guess. Let's see about that. Any window we can open up? Nope. Those windows, that glass of the windows also looks, even these minor little attic windows, it all looks so realistic. It's like dirty, you hardly can see it now, but it really is like, it has depth. You see that if you look closely, these are dark curtains, so you cannot see them, but there are like dark curtains. There are curtains behind it, and then there's a door behind that. It's all so well done. And also on such modest hardware, like from 6 years ago. It's just amazing. I will try to decrease my repetition a bit of my praise of how this game looks and sounds and stuff. But it will most likely not be the last time, because yeah, I'm just impressed. I would like to share that feeling, or not feeling, but opinion. Let's call it an opinion. Here, this is what I mean with, like, you see curtains and then you see a little chair and stuff behind the window. I mean, that totally gives an idea of an interior actual building behind the glass. Even games now, they mostly use like some kind of a weird reflective material that you cannot look through, and here you actually see a desk with notes on it, and this is just one of the random, of course it's all the same desk in these ones, but there is more, and these are like random, one of thousands of windows, and yeah, that's just super cool. Anywho, how the hell do I get in here? Isn't there any window opened up somewhere? Ah, there is a chest. That was easy. Now let's see where the next one is. Ah, no, there's still one somewhere in that building. No. Alright, I will probably have to enter the building through here, through the main entrance, where we were before. So let's do that. One second. Just looking at that little detail, so little touches like that. Alright, the crowd has disappeared. Let's get in through here. Act like nothing happens. There is chest. Nice. Find it a bit of a bummer that they are actually highlighted. Again, unimmersive. I don't need all this hand holding. I can see a chest. I can recognize the chest when it's not highlighted. Alright, let's see if I put off the HUD totally. So also the tutorial, that's the only item I still had enabled. Whether those annoying button prompts will also disappear. I don't think so. We can always try. Nope. Alright, then I can just as well leave them on for maybe some handy tips. Man, it would be so nice if there would not be any highlights or police uniform changing colors or button prompts. I mean, it's nice that I can disable the HUD, but without all that crap as well, the game would be so much more immersive. It really takes me out of the experience. Like, why would you have like a big B, and it's not even small or like subtle. It's like a big ass bold B every time you will open one of these chests. I mean, this is a super little area, but there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chests left. That is 10 times a B. I already collected like 4 or something. Or 3, I don't even remember. But I cannot imagine that developers think that there are players out there that will not remember at one point that a chest can be opened with the B button. Why would you keep on repeatedly displaying that button prompt? It is mind-boggling. Like there are toddlers playing this game. I don't understand that, but okay, that's just me. Anywho, what the hell is this? Ah, this is like the actual landmark, Hotel de Menu Plaisir. We already read it. Let's go to this one, to the right. Here we go. That. Nothing. There's another tower over there that we can climb. The only drawback of the graphics in this game, for how good they are, because they are really amazing, is sometimes some really low res detail buildings pop up in the distance that are not loaded in. Like for instance the church. That really looks like a PlayStation 1 church. The draw distance is not the greatest, but probably they reduced it to improve performance after all the crap they got after release. But it would be good if for powerful PCs you could extend it. And I think I tried to do it via a config file, but I don't think that was possible. to manually tweak it instead of the menu, because in the menu it's already at the max setting. Alright, where is the chest? It is building over there. So let's go down.
I will keep the peace.
Quelque chose me dit que c'est le meilleur moment.
What the hell was that?
De quoi peut-il s'agir? Oh, il se passe quelque chose.
Étrange manière de faire de moi.
That would be this building.
C'est bien que les choses évoluent. Enfin, regarde un peu les autres. Épanoui.
Also like little details like this showcase
Ça, vous
shop,
pouvez compter sur moi.
or however you call it, like an
Enthousiasme.
window display.
Vous seriez surpris. En ce qui me concerne, c'est pas grave.
And this was the printer. I think we were earlier here as well. Ah, here we can get in.
Ne la perds pas. Vous avez embarqué quand même.
Nice cloak.
Je l'ai découvert après avoir embarqué sur l'Hermione.
Vous avez vu les petits lutins, vous aussi, hein?
Dans les chaussures de son amant.
Just checking out what's on the painting. Somebody who's being helped up.
Exactement.
Nous sommes d'accord. Vous espérez un compliment de ma part?
Probably some
Pourtant, je vous imagine bien.
ancient heroes from Greek mythology or something.
Pardon, monsieur. Mes excuses.
Right, chest, where are you?
La petite gâche une bonne boisson et cracher sur son cheveu.
Everybody is chilling out over here. Alright. Yeah, it's more towards the street side. I think we will need to do a little ascending.
Je vous imagine bien la bague au doigt, Jésus. Un code miché.
Chut, malheureuse.
Donc, vous la mettez.
Voyez ça plus simple.
Sorry,
Vous délirez.
just checking it out. Also some kind of
souvent de la crue de 1740.
mythical hero or religious painting.
Il se dit dans le voisinage que votre
Also check out the little
des plaisirs de la chair.
wear and tear near that lock or whatever it is.
Un scélérat aux intentions scabreuses. Je ne suis pas si naïf.
Such good little details.
Un scélérat aux intentions scabreuses.
Right, this is nothing. This is actually only a little hallway where people are randomly chatting to each other. Yeah, but it does look like where the chest should be. Right, let's check upstairs. Ah, nice. No idea who put his chest near the chimney on the roof, but I don't mind. Thank you very much. And now we are going to this chest. It's a different color, a nomad chest. Not sure what it is. And what the hell is that other fast travel point? Alright, but first let's get the chest. It's near the church. Where is the church? There is the church. Do we want to go by the roof? Yes, let's do it. fast travel point. I wonder whether I can now already fast travel to oh, the timer, to Paris. Probably I'm still a bit too early in the game for that. Ah, I think I remember from play testing. Where the chest is. I think it's over here. Yes, there it is. Thank you very much. What the hell? See you later, dudes. Holy shit. Those gunners are the only annoying thing in this game. Because you cannot really do much against them. And they also just shoot through crowds. It's actually super annoying. Right, let's change direction a lot. That should help. And here we go. Nice. Right, another chest looted. Not sure why it was called a nomad chest, because I think it simply contained money as well. Alright, the next one is to the right of here. I'm not even sure whether that is to the right, because I don't know in which direction it was relative to Arno's direction. But we just need to find the church again. Oh, sorry. Oh.
Il risque la chute à chaque instant.
The church would be somewhere over there, right? Ah, no, it's all the way over there. And then there are also lots of other... What the hell? No, there's... Church. Ah, I think I'm looking in that direction, but I think I'm actually... that's the problem. Ah! I think it's always... The map is... turning around Arno. He's always looking northwards, I would say. So that means if I put the map and I turn him around, he should face another direction. Does he? Nope. Anyways, there's a church over there. That's this one. But we want the church over there, other direction. There it is. And then where the hell was it? It is in the building to the right. 180. I cannot do a 180. What's up with that?
Belle dame. Je ne me lasse pas de vous croiser sur ma route. Mais ces instants...
Alright, I really need to figure out how that works, that mechanic. Yeah, no, you simply cannot see the direction of view of Arno relative to the map. It's really like an awkward design decision. Anyways, it is the building to the right of the church, of the front of the church, and then it's like a second building, and then to the right part of it. So we look at the church, second building, this one, and then the right side of it. Check out this detail, like steam coming from the coffee or the tea. I mean, alright, it's flowing a little bit too quickly, if you would ask me, upwards. But these details, man. Right, that dude is like super afraid for Arno. Is that because Arno is wounded? He was a bit wounded. Let's take one of these. At least I saw his health bar on the map, or over there, what says Rombbb. It was drained by half, and now it's fully okay again. Alright, chest, where are you? A wood shop. This is what I mean with all the different animations, that the different professions, like the carpenters and the weaponsmiths and the printers, they all have like their different activities. Amazing. Suggestive pose of the lady, or maybe I'm overthinking it. Check out all these animations. Like tailors, hairdressers. Alright, would the chest be in here? Nope, but maybe upstairs. The water is moving a bit.
Oh! Mais que faites-vous ici?
Oh. Don't mind me. Right, I'm totally screwing this up. Where is it? I'm in a totally different house now. Alright, let's just be a bit methodical, because this is going nowhere. Anything upstairs, near?
Non, je ne veux pas mourir.
Yes, I hear it.
Que quelqu'un appelle la garde.
Here, check out the onions, the carrots.
Vous en...
Unité et indivisibilité de la République, liberté, égalité, fraternité ou la mort. Unity and indivisibility, indivisiveness, or however you say that in English, of the Republic. Freedom, equality, fraternity, or death. That was like a bit the theme of the French Revolution, I guess. Thank you very much. Don't mind me. See you later. Right, guys, I have to end the episode here. I'm already way over time with the timer. I've set it to 4 to 5 minutes per episode. I will continue in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. It was, of course, maybe a little bit boring chest hunting, but I actually really like it. It's like it will become an addiction. There are not too many to go anymore, so it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 chests left. That will be for the next episode, and of course also the primary campaign I will continuing. I will work my way upwards, and this is the primary mission, and hope to see you in the next episode, or that you will see the next episode. I hope to see you there. For the meantime, do not forget to always keep on gaming. See you later.